everyone? Happy Monday. Hope you guys had an incredible weekend. Hope you guys are ready for this week. For today, guys, what do I want to talk about? I want to talk about belief. I want to talk about belief. Belief is a muscle, guys. Belief is a muscle, right? I was just talking to my girlfriend about this, and everything is a seed, guys. It's almost like living life is like a video game. And the moment you realize that everything can be created, it's almost like the Matrix. It's like the Matrix. Where the scene where, if you guys have seen The Matrix, if you haven't watched that movie, there's so many nuggets in that movie. It's beyond a movie. It's the scene where Neo and Morpheus, right? They're fighting for the first time in the simulation. For those of you who know the movie, you guys know what I'm talking about. And Neo got a download that he learned Kung Fu. He's like, I know Kung Fu, right? And it just took milliseconds, and all of a sudden he was downloaded the information to become an expert in Kung Fu, right? Now, of course, life doesn't work like that. We can't just automatically, download, and our subconscious mind changes. However, little by little, progress over perfection, we've realized and we've studied that the subconscious, 95% of our daily thoughts come from our subconscious mind. And our subconscious mind is what dictates the way we live our lives. And our subconscious mind has been programmed into us since the third trimester up until about 7 years of age. So the lives that we're living, that's why a lot of times you see people reproduce the results that their family and their community does, because it's a programming. There's cultural programming. Certain cultures do this. Yeah, I'm half Jamaican. There's certain things that half Jamaicans do. There's certain things that Jamaicans do and half Jamaicans do. There's certain things that Canadians do, that Americans do. It's all programming. We're one big computer. The moment you realize that it's all a seed, and if you take a pumpkin seed, plant the pumpkin seed into the soil, what are you going to get? Pumpkins. If you take an apple seed, plant it in the soil, what are you going to get? Apples, right? If you take a seed of joy, if you take a seed of discipline, the seed of health, happiness, the seed of finances, the seed of healthy relationships. Listen, anything that is lacking in your life, you can find the correct seed and plant it. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. Okay, you're not victim to this is just the way it is. The whole idea of this is just the way it is. Throw that. If you've ever said that, throw those words into the garbage and burn it. Life is what you create. Okay? Life is what you create. And the moment you realize that life is what you create, then I truly believe that's the rebirth that the Bible talks about. Once you realize that. And that's why I always say, guys, schedule in a time, okay? Progress over perfection. What time, when are you gonna sit down and make the time to reprogram your subconscious mind? It's on, and if you're not doing that, don't expect results. Yes, I'm being blunt. If you're not taking time to reprogram your subconscious mind, do not expect results. As I said, 95% of your daily thoughts come from your subconscious mind. Only 5% come from your conscious mind. 5%, that's why you can have all the wishful thinking and have all the, my willpower, I'm trying, you're going to succumb. 5% will always lose to 95%. It's just simple math. But the moment you understand how to turn the 95% into allies, reprogram the 95%, then life can be heaven on earth. But it's not going to happen overnight, guys. Little by little, what are you reading? Meditating, affirmations, visualizations, practicing it. Of course, the first time you do listen, it's always hardest the first time you do anything. Listen, if this was easy, everybody would do it. But if the moment you're serious about the results, then you'll find the way and you'll find the framework. Do you listening to this, obviously, this shows that you have a level of sincerity about going to another level. And I applaud you and I love it. Guys, listen, you're on the right path. That still small voice that's telling you this is right. Follow that, guys. Yes, it's going to be uncomfortable. Yes, it's going to be uncomfortable. You're going to find out things about yourself that you're not proud of, right? Bad programming. It's not your fault. It's not. Be easy on yourself. It's not your fault, guys. Okay, it's not your fault how you are programmed, but it is your responsibility to make sure that your programming is changed now that you're an adult. Okay, you've been given information, seeds have been planted, and it's time. It's time, guys. So for this week, I just really want to focus on the work. I always say do the inner and do the outer work. Do the inner work, which is what I just said, the meditations, affirmations, visualizations, auto-hypnosis, a very easy and simple way to reprogram your subconscious mind right before you go to sleep. Plug in some headphones, listen to an affirmation. You can create a personal affirmation if you want, or you can find one on YouTube. And once you guys make this a daily practice or a weekly practice, guys, right? As I always say, I don't want you guys to just come here, listen to this podcast, feel good, and then life as you've known it for the past 10, 20, 30 years is the exact same. That's not the point of this. The point of this is you to come here and create change. And for you to create change, change has to happen. So that's the inner work. Then the outer work is, what do you really want? Once you change the inner, the outer is going to be so much easier to do. It's going to be easier to go to the gym. Once you learn how to love yourself, it's going to be easier to start the company, face those fears, whatever it is, learn that skill, learn online marketing, whatever it is, guys. Listen, the world is your oyster. You are a seed. You can find the seeds that you need. You are Neo, all right? You can create whatever it is that you want. The mind is a computer, guys. Learn how to become a black belt and reprogramming it. Okay, so for this week, guys, schedule out when you're going to do the work. Inner work, outer work, even again, it's just one day. Friday at noon during my lunch, I'm going to read something. I'm going to meditate, or I'm going to try to meditate. Whatever it is, guys, progress over perfection. All you need to do is just do one thing and just do it over again. If you haven't ran, just, run for 30 seconds. Progress over perfection. Do it again tomorrow. Run for 35 seconds. Again, progress over perfection. I believe in you guys. Do the inner work because it works and you are worthy of it. Much love. Motivation Mondays.